Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Azzahra and I am from 12th grade majoring in Science Madrasah Aliyah Al-Ahliyah. I hope you have a good day today, especially watching my English final test video. Before we get to the story, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to YouTube channel. And now, I will tell you a story about little Thumbellina. And yup, happy watching! Little Thumbellina. Once upon a time, there was a woman who was sad because she had no children. Seeing her unhappiness, a neighbor gave her a magical seed. The neighbor told the woman to plant a seed in a flower pot. That evening, the woman planted the seed. The next morning, she noticed that the plant had grown in the pot overnight. The plant had a flower like a tulip, but it was closed up tightly into a bud. "What a beautiful plant," said the woman, and she kissed the flower. When she did, the petals opened wide. There, in the middle of the flower, sat a tiny girl, no bigger than a thumb. "I will call you Thumbellina," said the woman. Thumbellina lived a happy life with the woman. At night, she slept in a polished walnut shell. During the day, she sailed about in a saucer of water, with a tulip leaf as her boat. Then, one night, everything changed. A mother thought half through a broken window into the house. She landed right beside the sleeping Thumbellina. "What a beautiful wife she will make for my two son!" exclaimed the mother. So she picked up the sleeping Thumbellina and carried her into the garden. There, she told her son of her plans. "While we prepare for the wedding, we will place her on a water lily leaf in a river. That way she cannot escape," said the mother. When Thumbellina awoke the next morning, she realized that she was no longer in her cozy bed. She began to cry. The mother thought and her son ignored her tears and continued with their plans. But Thumbellina's cry had not gone unheard. Little fish in the river felt sorry for her. They nibbled at the lily pad stem until the leaf broke free from its roots. The leaf floated down the river, carrying Thumbellina with it. Thumbellina floated along. It was summertime. She ate wild berries for food. She listened to the birds chirping, and she admired the butterflies. Before long, though, summer came to an end. The weather grew colder, and soon there were no more berries for food. The birds and butterflies disappeared. One day, as snow began to fall, Thumbellina curled up under a mushroom. Not far away, a field mouse was gathering wood for her fireplace. When she saw Thumbellina, she said, "My poor dear, you must come home with me." Thumbellina gratefully accepted the field mouse's invitation. She spent the rest of her winter in the mouse's nut burrow. Every day, Thumbellina helped the field mouse with her housework. When they were done, they sat and chatted before the fire. They became friends. Now, the field mouse had a wealthy or rich neighbor called Mr. Mole. Mr. Mole became a regular visitor at the field mouse's home. One evening, Mr. Mole invited Thumbellina and the field mouse to come to his house. They accepted the invitation and followed him down a hall into an underground passageway. As they moved along the passageway, they passed an injured bird lying perfectly still. "Pay no attention," said Mr. Mole. "This swallow has a broken wing." Somehow, he found his way into my passageway. Nothing can be done to help him. With that, the mole and field mouse hurried on, but Thumbellina did not. She was worried about a hurt bird, so she stayed and stroked the bird's feathers. Suddenly, the bird moved. Thumbellina promised the bird that she would return with food, and for the rest of the winter, that is what she did. When spring arrived, the swallow felt well enough to fly away. He asked Thumbellina to come with him, but she said no, she could not leave her friend, the field mouse. The spring and summer month passed. It had become clear that Mr. Mole wanted to marry Thumbellina. Thumbellina did not care for Mr. Mole at all, but her friends, the field mouse, was in favor of the marriage. Together, Mr. Mole and the field mouse made plans for the wedding. One day, as Thumbellina sat quietly weeping, in the autumn sunshine, a dark shadow appeared. It was a swallow. "Thumbellina," said the swallow, "I am flying south to warmer places. Come with me." This time, Thumbellina agreed. She climbed upon the swallow's back, and off they went. They flew for many days. Finally, the swallow landed in a lovely little spot, filled with flowers. Thumbellina looked at the flower next to her. She watched the petal slowly open. There, in the middle of the flower, sat a little man with a golden crown. He was the same tiny size as Thumbellina. Thumbellina watched in amazement as all of the other flowers opened. Each flower had its own tiny person inside. The little man with the crown said, "Welcome, Thumbellina. You have found a new home at last. Here, you shall be my queen." He placed a tiny golden crown on Thumbellina's head. He fastened a pair of pale wings to her shoulders. And so, Thumbellina and the king got married and lived happily ever after in the land of the flower and the fairies. Morals of the story: kindness always pays off. The moral suggests that since Thumbellina helped the swallow selflessly, she received the favor with something bigger and found her true love. Therefore, we should never be cruel to others. Instead, practice showing kindness and helping others.